Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I wanted to do a classic glam with a burgundy shade. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. Anything that I use will be listed down in the description box below. If you'd like to see how I do this, then keep on watching. So I went ahead and did one eye off camera. For some reason, the silver glitter that I put on looks gold. So I'm not really for sure why that is. I don't know if there was like something on the brush, but it's supposed to be silver. I feel like with the gold, it's starting to turn it more into a Christmas look, and that's not what I'm going for, but we're gonna trust the process. We're gonna see how it ends. For this look, the palette I'm gonna be using is the Morphe and Abby Roberts palette. To help us create that sharp line, I'm gonna use some tape. I'm gonna do my best to match it to the other side. And I'm gonna leave a little space underneath of my lash line, just so when I put eyeshadow under my eye, it actually connects. To start this look off, I'm going to go into the shade Artistry. This is the burgundy shade that I've been wanting to use. I'm using a Bellalash brush. This is just going to help me create like a winged look with this eyeshadow. And that's also what the tape is used for, is to help me create a wing. Not for sure how I feel about the eyeliner that I put on. I feel like it adds to it, but I also feel like it takes away from what I originally wanted to do. So like, I don't think it looks bad, but I just don't think it's what I wanted. But we're already here, so again, just trusting the process and going with it. My lash extensions always hate when I do looks right up against the lash line because I'm always like disrupting them and they get all over the place. So I have to like continuously brush them out. It's really annoying, and they definitely don't like these kind of looks, but I do, so I'm doing them. So while I'm blending this out, I wanted to tell you guys about a Christmas present that my husband got me that I've been really excited about getting. It's one of the only things that I asked for other than makeup, because I've been wanting one for a while. Is an espresso machine. So I am pregnant, so I'm not able to drink as much coffee as I used to. I used to drink coffee all the time, but I've cut back to at least a cup a day, or max a cup a day. That's what I meant to say. I've really cut back a lot. I used to drink like 2 or 3 cups a day. I'm trying to cut back on the caffeine. But he got me an espresso machine so I can start practicing how to make espressos, because I've been wanting to do it for a long time. Because usually I just like make cold brew coffee in like, it's really cool. It's like a mason jar. It's like a giant mason jar dispenser. And it has a filter that like sits in the middle of it, so you would like put whatever amount of coffee that you want to brew in the middle filter, and then you pour water over top of it, and then you sit in the fridge for like 8 to 12 hours, I think is what it's recommended. I usually do it for like a day, and like to make sure it's brewed. I would just use that for my coffee, and so I would make like iced coffees with it, and I love that thing. I still would do it if I was drinking as much coffee as I was before, but because I'm not drinking as much, I don't do it, because then I'll have access to it, and then I'll probably break and want more of it, so I don't make it, so I don't I'm not tempted to drink it. I don't drink sodas either, so I know caffeine is in sodas, but I don't drink sodas. I'd really drink water and coffee. That's really all I drink. So it was really cutting out the coffee to get rid of the caffeine. Because I have this espresso machine, I've been trying to practice making like iced lattes, iced coffees with it, like hot lattes, stuff like that. And I just can't seem to get the hang of the lattes, like the hot lattes. I could make an iced coffee, no problem. And I don't know why, because like it's the same, technically like the same thing, it's just cold. I'm just trying to perfect how to make hot lattes is just not working. To smoke this out a bit more, I'm gonna go into the shade Choccy with a JS6 brush. This is a Morphe and Jeffree Star collab brush. So I'm gonna use this to just kind of smoke that burgundy out a bit more, and because I do want to have like a little bit of a brown touch on this, so I'm gonna use this to blend that out. But anyways, I'm struggling trying to perfect how to make lattes, and don't even like ask me about like a latte art. That is so hard. I can't seem to froth, because the espresso machine that I have has a steamer on the side of it, and so like learning how to steam milk is really hard, because there's like a certain consistency, froth point, and like I don't know, there's a lot that goes into it, more than I guess I expected it to. And so I'm just having trouble getting the right texture of frothed milk to make the latte art. So like I'm all around struggling on the hot lattes. Iced coffees, I think I've got like 2 or 3 recipes down that I enjoy and that my husband enjoys, because I've wanted him to be a test dummy since I can't drink as much coffee, and one of my friends was staying here. He was one of my test dummies because he also likes iced coffees. So I was like, you guys are my test dummies because I can't try as many drinks as I would like. So I was like, I want to play with my espresso machine, but I don't want to waste anything. So they were like, okay, we'll try some of your drinks. So like I practiced making iced caramel macchiato, which was one of my favorite drinks from Starbucks. And then I really like the brown sugar shaken espresso from Starbucks as well. So those are 2 drinks that I think I've got pretty good in the iced area. And then just like a regular iced latte with syrup, milk, and coffee, the espresso. I think I've got those kind of down. Those taste pretty good. My issue is I don't like super sweet coffee. I am like a coffee girl. I like black coffee, but then I also like black coffee with like a little bit of sugar to add a little bit of flavor to it. But like I like the coffee part. I don't really care for the flavored milk, the whipped cream. I like the sweet cold foam. I get it on my anytime I go to Starbucks, I get it on top of my brown sugar shaken espresso because it doesn't come with it, but I get it on that because I really just like that. My issue is I've been making stuff too sweet, so I'm also, because I'm pregnant, one of the aversions that I have are super sweet things. If I have something like super duper sweet, it makes me nauseous and I really don't like it. So I'm just having trouble finding the right proportion of sweet to bitter, I guess. But I'm having fun practicing. I just can only practice once a day because I'm the only one that really drinks coffee like I do. So my husband doesn't really ever want anything. I'm the only one that wants anything, and I can only have 1 cup a day. So it's just really frustrating because I would like to practice a bit more, but I'm not gonna waste my stuff. But I'm just stuck just drinking 1 cup a day. Taking the Bellalash Brush again, I just want to put that burgundy shade back in because I did blend it out a little bit more than I meant to because I'm talking, so I wasn't paying attention. I just want this to be the main color. The brown was just to give it a little bit more of a brown smoky eye. So just blending that out the same way I did before when I started. Then I'm just doing like sideways sweeping motions. Now to give it a little bit more of a smoky look, I'm going to take a Mehron Paradise Makeup AQ 812 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Bruh, which is the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm going to go right up against my lash line. Because I have extensions, I do have to kind of pull them out of the way, so you won't have to do this unless you have extensions as well. And I'm just going to smoke it out into the tape. This is just going to make it a little bit darker up against my lash line. Like making like a little bitty wing on this outer side. Brush is really small, so it helps. But then it's like also flat and fluffy, so it's easy to blend out the small eyeshadow that I have. Taking a BareMinerals, the blending brush. This is just a super fluffy brush. I like taking this and just going over top of all of the shades just to make sure that they're very well blended. I'm not adding any new product, just blending out on top. Next thing I'm going to do is take some setting powder. This is just a translucent powder. Taking it with the same brush and just going over the entire look. I like when my stuff is very well blended, so I feel like this kind of helps without adding any more eyeshadow to the eye. So I like doing this because it helps blend everything out. This will also set that concealer that I use as a primer. Since I'm not putting eyeshadow all over my lid, it will help set that's left over. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the Melt and Bailey Sarian Ultra Matte Gel Liner in the shade Onyx. The brush I'm using is a Morphe M160-1/16 brush. I'm going to have to do the same thing with my lashes. I just pull them down because I'm going to want to put this right up against my lash line. I'm really sorry if this is awkward. It's just the best way to go about getting this right up against my lash line. I love this gel liner because it's so buttery. You don't have to sit here and fight the product to get it on your eye. I feel like a lot of gel liners, you have to sit there and fight with it. Try and get it on your eye. It like doesn't want to come off the brush. And this one is just so easy. It's like my favorite thing. I am gonna go by the tape a little bit with this, but because I want this to stay on the top line or the top lid, I'm gonna go from the tape straight to the corner of my eye. I'm not gonna go down with the tape because then it's going to go down to my lower lash line and I don't want that to be where it goes. I hope I'm making sense, but I'm just going straight from the tape to the corner of my eye. And then I'm just kind of going up a little bit to wing it out and then just filling in that space. All right, I've tried matching it to the other eye as best I can. I'm not really gonna know until I take the tape off. It's pretty well matched. I think it's okay. It's not as good as the other wing. The other wing I did a lot better, but I did it the same way, so I don't know how I messed it up. The tape is probably just further out on this side, but it's okay. To add to this a little bit more, because I felt like it needed something, I'm gonna use some loose glitter. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose glitter in the shade Crystal Cave. It's silver. For some reason when I put it on, it looks gold, so I'm not really for sure, and I've used this a lot, so I know it's silver. And it's not one of those that like, you know, might change colors and it's not like accurate in the pan or whatever, but it is accurate. So I don't know why it's looking gold on my lids, so we'll just see how it turns out. With my luck, it might turn out silver on this eye but look different from the other eye. I'm gonna pick up a 213 brush and I'm just gonna put this glitter glue on the inner side of my eye. Just kind of brush this on. Glitter glue I'm using is the Hard Candy Glitter Stay. Then with the same brush, right on top of the glue, I'm gonna dust that glitter on. Just kind of sweep it up. Can't really blend out loose glitter because it just kind of sticks where you put it, but I feel like this helps kind of spread it out wherever the glue is at. I just wanted a spot of shimmeriness for this look because I just felt like it was missing something. It is looking a little bit more silver than the other side. I'm sorry if you can't see this. You might not be able to see it on camera, but I just wanted a touch of glitter. So that is all I'm adding for the glitter. Before I go into doing my base, I'm gonna do my base off camera, so I'll be right back to finish everything. But before I do that, I'm gonna take a wipe and just kind of clean up everything underneath. All the loose glitter, any stray eyeshadow or gel liner, just cleaning everything up underneath. So I'll see you guys when I get back after finishing my base. I'm back, I finished my base and I also finished that first eye that I did at the beginning. So now I'm gonna do the other eye. Before I did anything off camera, I did my waterline and the tight lining. So I used the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean. For my under eye, I'm gonna take a Bellalash Brush into the Artistry shade. And I'm just gonna blend this underneath of my lash line. And I'm just gonna blend it really well so that it's nice and smoked out. And I'm gonna connect it just a little bit to where that winged liner is, just so it connects together. But I'm not gonna blend it too far up. So the whole point of me having the tape was so there's like a really sharp line here, and if I blend too far up, it'll mess that up. I look really pale on camera. I don't know why. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Benefit mascara They're Real. Starting to have to use 2 layers of mascara because I'm starting to run out. Usually only have to do like 1 layer and then I'm good. Running out of a couple things. For a subtle highlight, I'm going to take a 213 brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Icey from the Morphe and Abby Roberts palette and then blend that on my inner corner. I just want something subtle, just a little bit of shine. I'm going to put this on my brow bone. I'm going to use this 213 to highlight my nose as well. Taking a 510 brush, I'm going to dust this on my brow bone and on my forehead. Now that I'm done with the base, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. For lips, I wanted a more nude shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Morphe lip liner in the shade Sugar Pie. This is a little bit of a darker brown. I'm going to use this to line my lips. Then I'm going to kind of fill in the corners a little bit. Then for lipstick, I'm going to use the Melt and Bailey Sarian Ultra Matte Lipstick in the shade Gallerina. This is like a pink shade, so this doesn't look very good on me by itself. I've tried it and I hated the way it looked. So I'm going to mix it with a darker color to kind of meet in the middle and make like a more nude shade is what I'm thinking of. So we'll see how it works. So I'm just going to put this in the middle. Just like that. Then I'm just going to take my lips and kind of rub them together to blend it out. So this is kind of what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna take my finger and just kind of blend the edges. Just kind of blend it into that lip liner a little bit better. This is exactly what I was wanting. I like this a lot. This is really cute. I like this a lot. I'm glad I did this. I think this deserves a gloss, so I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, the gloss in the shade Shane Glossin'. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I like hearing y'all's feedback, so please comment down below with anything you'd like to tell me or any future videos you'd like to see. Until next time.